Are you getting messages from the universe? Do you see butterflies? Are certain animals showing up in real life, or do you see representations of certain animals or insects or birds over and over again? Maybe owls or possums, rats, praying mantises, butterflies, spiders, hawks. Are animals sending you messages? Do you want to know what they're telling you? These are the topics I will dive into today. Hello, everyone. My name is Davina Katulski, and welcome back to my channel. I'm a psychologist, life coach, and spiritual practitioner, the author of It's Never Too Late to Be Yourself, Follow Your Inner Compass, and Take Back Your Life, and the book, The Mana Paradigm Shift, Creating the Consciousness of Abundance and Freedom. This channel is dedicated to personal growth, spirituality, health, and well being. And everything I share in this channel is about supporting you, your mind, your body, and your spirit on your journey to healing and transformation. The channel is for entertainment and informational purposes only. It's not medical advice. It's not a substitute for medical or mental health treatment. So, just to be clear on that. Today, I'm going to be discussing animal messages and talk about our animals speaking to us. And so I'm going to ask you, do you go through phases where you see the same representations of animals over and over again? Or do you actually see certain animals in real life that you just keep seeing them over and over again? Or they show up in unusual circumstances that kind of make you wonder what they're telling you? It's been my experience that when you see an animal, an insect or a bird in any sort of unusual circumstance or in repetition, that the animal is in fact speaking to you and you would be wise to listen to its message. So once I was at an event in San Francisco and I found this little baby possum on the sidewalk in the middle of this really, really crowded urban area. It was very strange to see a possum like that, just kind of in this huge, urban area, no nature around, and close to this event that was going to be taking place that I was a part of. I knew from previous experiences that possum is about protecting yourself. Possums play dead, right? So you could be like, think about playing dumb or playing dead, but they're about protection. So I paid attention. I felt it was a message coming to me. And about an hour later, while I was at the event, this kind of strange guy approached us all. And he drove up and he began talking in a very disorganized way and in a violent manner. I knew that this was the thing to pay attention to, and I knew to play it cool and to just casually go and get help. He was later picked up for having malicious intent to do harm to people in that area. And so I was really glad that I had listened to the message from Possum. Another time, there was like this period of time where for a couple of weeks I just kept seeing owls everywhere. And it really made me nervous. I would see representations of owls, and owls are the harbingers of death and destruction in some cultures. So I knew to be aware that something unsettling was going to happen. And I was up in Northern California and had been camping and heard an owl, saw an owl in real life, not just a representation. About an hour later, I was almost killed in a head-on collision. As I was rounding a corner near Garberville, California on Highway 101, near Confusion Hill, if you know that area, there was a pickup truck that was passing a semi. And the truck was in my lane heading into oncoming traffic and about to hit me. I swerved into the very small area on the side. It was miraculous. I don't even know. It seems like it expanded because it was just a small side of the road area, and that truck was passing a semi fully in my lane. Anyway, it had been a blind corner, and as I went around the corner, I heard a huge crash. And when I got into town, I found a police officer to report what happened because I couldn't see, what was happening. And they told me that the pickup driver and the passenger had died. They had gone off the cliff because they were going so fast. And it really made me aware that, again, animals communicate with us. And I was glad to be alive. I don't know, it just, I don't want to be jumpy or anything, but having seen the owls, having heard the owl, in real life, it just made me be more attentive, I guess. Again, this isn't meant to scare you, but it's just something to be attentive to. Weirdly, the night of the LA fires, when right around the time that the fire spread in Altadena, I heard two owls just going crazy. And I'm not even in the Los Angeles area right now. And when I heard these, but I just heard these owls in the area I was in, and they were going nuts, and I became very concerned because I knew that I had heard about that the fires were going, that there's a possibility that fires could break out anywhere. So again, owls can be harbingers for death and destruction. All right, so those are just a couple of heavy examples, but sometimes you might see butterflies or birds oftentimes, or sometimes loved ones on the other side, right, in the spirit world, will show up to just kind of let you know that they're there, and they'll show up as butterflies and birds. They'll try to, communicate with you by just showing up in certain spots that you might expect them to be in, where your loved one would hang out or whatever, or just to offer you comfort. Uh, so just if you're seeing butterflies and birds and it's not just any butterfly or bird. It's you'll know when you know. Seeing hummingbirds reminds us to focus on the sweetness of life. So if you start seeing a lot of hummingbirds, that is a message to slow down and appreciate the nectar of life, the sweetness of life. If you see a praying mantis, it's a reminder to go into the sacred silence. Right? Mantis is about reflection, prayer, and meditation. If you see ladybugs or you find that you have ladybugs crawling on you, don't get scared. Ladybugs are often a sign of good luck and new beginnings, so they're a very positive message. And this book, Animal Speak, The Spiritual and Magical Powers of Creatures Great and Small by Ted Andrews, is really an incredible book. I was introduced to it back in the 90s by Shaman John, or John the Shaman. And it was a way of understanding, looking for signs and understanding the signs, to understanding what the animals are telling you. So I highly, highly recommend this book. You might discover that you have an animal ally. You can read about how to understand the messages that are coming to you, what different animals represent, and it's so important. The animals, they are our brothers and sisters, and they are intelligent, and they hold certain energies and wisdom in the world. And so getting connected and knowing what animals represent is really important. Even if there's animals that you don't prefer. Uh, in the 90s, I kept getting bitten by spiders, and it was creepy. Didn't care for it. I never saw the spiders, but I would just get these spider bites everywhere. And John the shaman told me, he's like, well, if the ancestors and animal spirits are telling you that you need to write a book. Spider is the animal totem for writers and the alphabet. And you're going to keep getting bitten until you start writing. And he was right. As soon as I started writing my book and my books, the spider bites stopped. That doesn't mean to say I don't occasionally get bitten by a spider, but I was getting like 5 or 6 bites while at work, at home. Again, never seeing the spiders. So kind of a different thing. If you're seeing lots of mice, or you have mice showing up in your life, it means you need to pay attention to details. So mice is about slowing down and paying attention to details. So if you're out on a walk and you see a mouse when you're thinking about something, it tells you to pay attention to details. If you're seeing mice around your house, what are the details that you're not paying attention to? Different than rats. If you see rats or if you have a rat infestation, it means that you have a lot of pests in your life and you're not dealing well with the pests in your life. So you want to do that. And again, this book will tell you more about what to do. If you see hawks, hawk is a sign of spiritual vision and clarity. If you see eagles, they're reminding you to see the big picture, right? They're also spiritual animals, messengers from the divine. You can also check out This is a really awesome book and kind of tarot card, The Medicine Cards by Jamie Sands, The Discovery of Power Through the Ways of Animals. This is a really, really incredible book. Um, well, book and tarot cards, basically, medicine cards. And they will also teach you the sacred medicine that animals have to offer us if we just, slow down, pay attention. You can do, any kind of reading for yourself with these cards. They're really, really great. I'll put links to Jamie Sam's medicine cards, excuse me, and Ted Andrews' Animal Speak book in the comment section, so you can go check out these resources for yourself. But again, I just want to invite you to start noticing what animals, birds, insects are showing up around you. And when you begin to notice them, you can begin to receive their teachings and be aware, prepared as much as possible, and learn. Um, all right. Let's see if there's anything else I want to tell you. If you feel like you want some additional support, you're looking for some life coaching or spiritual practitioner sessions, you can go to my website, davinakatulski.com, for more information on how to contact me and set up a session. And if you like this video, you like this content, I ask that you please just like the video and subscribe